The clock of the NFL season is winding down. Now just 8 teams remain fighting for their right to play in the Super Bowl. Over on the NFC side, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams against the Green Bay Packers. Here to chat all about those two playoff matches, Kenny White from SportsLine. How's it going, Kenny?
Hi, Katie. Two great games in the NFC this week. I'm really looking forward to them.
Hey, starting with the Rams and the Packers, do you think that it's gonna be the Packers offense or maybe the Rams defense who wins this game?
This is really strength versus strength. Right now, the Green Bay Packers, number one offense in the NFL, according to adjusted defensive and offensive ratings to their opponent. And the Rams, number one defensive team. So yeah, this is really going to come down. I think the game comes down to which unit operates better, whether it's the Packers offense or it's the Ram defense. That's going to make the difference in this football game.
And Kenny, are you seeing any interesting betting angles or trends for this playoff game?
Well, we always talk about the quarterback being the most important player on the field. And Aaron Rodgers is one of the best. And in Aaron Rodgers' career, in all of the games he's played in, he's covered the point spread 59% of the time. If you bet $100 on every game that Aaron Rodgers has played, you're up $2,700. Let's make it a little bit stronger. When he's playing at home, he's covered 64% of the time. Amazing. Aaron Rodgers doesn't lose. He's 61-35 ATS in his home game.
Lambeau Field is very difficult to play in. Coming up next, the Bucs and the Saints. Several questions here. Let's start off with the Bucs. They've lost twice already to this team this season. Do you think there's a chance that they lose for a third time against the Saints?
There's a possibility, yeah, this could happen. But, you know, in the first trend with Aaron Rodgers being at home, the home crowd's not going to be the same as it was in all those games. And the same thing here for the team that won the first two games. This has happened 21 times since 1970 that teams will play for the third time that one team had won the first two games. Out of those 21 times, that team that won the first two, 14 times they won game three. Only 7 times they lose, so 67% chance to win. But remember, there's no home crowd, and this is Tom Brady getting points.
I want to ask you, because we know both of these quarterbacks are getting up there in age. They've been in the league for a long time. So what are the chances that this is Drew Brees' last playoff run?
Yeah, Katie, I don't know. I don't know Drew. But what I'm hearing, though, from the media is there's so much talk about it that maybe this is it. Maybe Drew has kind of hinted at this is his last year, and he'll be in the booth next year, being the next Tony Romo, talking about the games as plays happen. So I'm going to make it a favorite that he's going to retire after this season, everything that I'm hearing.
Of course, we'll have to wait until the end of the season to see how that shakes off. I think a lot of people thought that with Tom Brady last year, and now he's playing for a different team. Finally, I want to ask you, are there any unique betting angles or trends that you're seeing for this playoff game?
Well, this is only the one out of the 4 games that is going to be playing indoors, and indoor playoff games are 29-13 to the over. That's 69% of the time indoor playoff games go over. And then let's look at Drew Brees playing at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. His games are 71-52, 58% over. And the two coaches going head-to-head, Sean Payton and Bruce Arians, they've coached 7 times against each other. 5 of those 7 games have gone over. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I'm going to bet it over.
All right, Kenny, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we're going to see kind of how all this plays out over the weekend, of course. For even more sports betting information, though, you can head on over to SportsLine. Make sure you check that out before the divisional round this weekend. I'm Katie Johnston for CBS Local Sports.